3 degrees to start the day. It's really not terrible up here if you can stay out of the wind, which in this country up here, that's a job in itself, staying out of the wind. You can see up here kind of where we're working at on these knobs. There's not a whole lot to block the wind, but corn stalks, maybe a few strands of barbed wire here and there. Now cutting down to the draws and the ditches, it ain't too bad. But up here, I'm getting ready to work the log deck, start marking some logs up. And it's pretty brutal up here. The wind's already starting to pick up a little bit, and it's cold. It's cold. I'll probably leave my truck running all day long, just because it's nice to climb into a warm truck and warm up every now and then. And, well, it's nice to climb into a warm truck and warm up every now and then. Here in a bit, I'm going to walk over and get the skid steer and get it over here to where we can start sorting these. We got several down ahead of the skidder, so there'll be several logs coming out throughout the day. Good logs, good footage in these tall trees. A lot of these, like this tree right here, there's probably at least 50 foot of running log in that, if not more. So they add up pretty quick. But I'm going to put my glove on and get to marking logs. It is definitely Monday. Been nothing but just mishaps all morning. Of course, I'm hung up right now. The skid steer, it was I walked over this morning, jumped in it. She fired right up, which at 6 degrees when I started, I was pretty impressed. Let her sit there and warm up a little bit and headed this way. Well, it started acting sluggish. It's like, well, there's something frozen up. Finally got it over here, so I was just going to let it idle, let it warm up, open the doors, let the sun get to it. My water separator filter looked like it was just frozen solid, full of this kind of sludge here. It's like a grease or something. Maybe that's what diesel fuel does when it gels really hard. I don't know. It's not something we run to a lot because I treat most of my fuel. Well, being the genius I am, I took my water separator filter off. And I was like, you know, I'll just put this back here by the exhaust and let it warm up. I melted it. Because I'm an idiot. I melted it. So we're going to leave work early this afternoon so I can go to Fabic Caterpillar, or Foley Caterpillar up in Kansas City, and grab another one of these little high-priced plastic elements so we can move logs tomorrow. Aggravating devil. So aside from the bitter cold, getting hung up about every other log, it seems like, not having the skid steer to sort logs or get myself hung up, then I've got to wait for Mike to come over with the skidder, because he's running the skidder today. This ground's frozen hard, and that doesn't go too well with chainsaw chains if you get into the dirt, if there's any dirt on the logs. So it's not been a good day. Not only for me, I think Mike's broke the main line already today from what I hear. So it's been kind of a Monday for everybody. Sure has. Well, I'm going to sit in the truck and wait for Mike to come out with another turn. We were going to have him fish out some logs today from across the creek, but we've postponed that till probably tomorrow, because we're wanting to try to finish up this side, get everything over here out before we try to start on the other side, which we'll go back over here to where we started to get those few logs drug across the creek. Monday. Mike's getting another one out there. That's the last one I've got to cut on this ditch. I missed it yesterday. Of course, I didn't really cut too many on the north side of this little ditch, but I seen this one today. That's a heck of a little log. That's a good 16-inch veneer log there. At least 12 foot of it. I'm going to drive on around here where Kenny's at. Put old Trusty down here. We'll see what's on around. I need to Need to walk just right down this draw on the south side. So I didn't really walk in that area right there. So there could be something in there. We better go check it out. Mikey's backing up to one there to grab. Have to pull it up a little bit. It's went out across the creek. So we'll pull that out. Really some good sycamore down through here. I mean, some good sycamore. That was one thing the client stressed he did not want cut, which that's totally understandable, especially since he primarily used this for hunting. It's where the turkeys roost, and I like sycamore, I really do. I mean, I like cutting them naturally, but I love the overall look and aesthetics of them. I'm hoping we could kind of scrounge up enough timber to make a couple loads of pallet, but I don't know if we are or not. It's a pretty young timber. There's not a whole lot of real big pallet type material. A little bit of hackberry, and other than that, that's about it. I don't know what Mike's doing here. He has some trouble sometimes, which he's still trying to learn. There he goes, gets hooked up. We'll wait till they get that hooked up, then I'm gonna cut this one here. Pretty good tree. It's a second growth. You can see the old tops where they were cut in here before. But they cut several out of here right in this area. This is really growing good, but as we talked about this before, hit it on it about all the fertilizer they use up here, and it's real common we see here in central and northern Missouri about the runoff from the fertilizer they use in their fields. We're seeing bigger growth rings and more sapwood on these trees. I mean, they're growing faster, but the quality of the wood's not, it's not there a lot of times just because of all the sap and the spread out growth rings. Here's a prime candidate right here. We'll leave this guy for seed. He can be cut the next time. There's several little trees like this up and down through here. And that's part of the beauty of a lot of this. You come through here and just give it a good thinning. Then you can cut it again down the road like we are here from the last time somebody cut it. I better get off here. Something might be getting ready to happen. Watch what Mike's gonna do here. Easy, Mike. Don't pull into that tree. There he goes. There he goes. Pull her out a little more. Good job. Not the last drag of the day, but getting close to it. We got one more after this. We cut a salvaged tree there. It had the top busted out of it. And we were able to cut a piece out of the top, a good long piece. Then the tree was splintered like half in two, leaning over. I should have got some video or a picture of it. And then we got an 8-foot log out of the bottom. We had to cut about 6 feet off because it was just kept splitting as we were trying to trim it up. So Mike will come back and he'll grab that one there, the butt log in it. We got one here for him to get, and it's getting upwards of 4 o'clock, and I still got to go to Caterpillar. Luckily, Cat's open till 8, but I do not want to get there at 8 o'clock. So we'll get him on the right track. We're going to head to the log deck, look it over. I'm going to mark some logs, and then head into Kansas City. Yes, sir. Not too bad for a day and a half. Long drags. Getting longer, every one of them, too. But not too bad. Good bunch of logs. Good bunch of logs. Mikey's getting the spacing right on them. Here earlier, he was putting them in pretty close together, and it made them hard to really study the log and make good marks to cut them. So I told him to try to space them a little bit, which, like I said, he's learning. I try to emphasize that he is learning. But he had some of these things almost on top of each other. let's get out and mark what he's got. There he goes, way over there. Rolling along. He's got her in the high gear. I'll get these marked up real quick while he's gone, before he comes back. We'll put the wraps on today. Kind of a odd day. Where's my ruler? Something's always missing. Oh, ruler's in my pocket. I'm an idiot. Kind of an odd day. I couldn't decide what to video, what not to video, what to put in the video. But it's a day nonetheless, and even though we had some setbacks, that happens. You know, a friend of mine who he helps me with logger threads, owns the print shop where I get all my logger threads made. He handles a lot of the back end. You know, he's kind of the guy that helped me get into all this, and I kind of look to him for a lot of insight. No, he's a very knowledgeable man. He's got a lot of insight on business. He's built a couple businesses and sold them, and that's what he enjoys doing. But big on Instagram and social media. And one thing he always touches on is with social media, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, a lot of these people, you only see, you know, the good stuff, you know, the fame and the fortune. You don't see like the struggle to get there, the setbacks, just like, you know, something minor like that filter, you know, just setbacks, the day-to-day setbacks. And even with us, I don't think what we do is being all that glamorous. To me, it's work and business as usual. But man, we have a ton of setbacks. I mean, that's just work. It doesn't matter if it's on the logging side of things, if it's on the dirt side of things, logger threads, timber tracker. There is a ton of setbacks every day. And just like today, it was my own stupidity why that kind of went south, that filter. But all you can do is learn from it. You know, would I have thought I'd ever done that? Absolutely not, or I wouldn't have done it to begin with. But you just kind of got to learn from them mistakes and push on and keep going forward and not give up. Logging life's it's not all glamorous. I'll be brutally honest. A lot of ups and downs. Sometimes it seems like more downs than ups, but it's about all I know how to do. And I do enjoy it. I do love it. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Stay warm. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.